Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Profit at Web for one more learning video tutorial. And today we are going to get candlestick chart using FastAPI. Okay, so I've already done a video and a project related to candlestick chart, that is fetching through API. Okay, and that is our dashboard is in FastAPI. So you can check this out. You can download this stuff and try from your side. Okay, so I've been updated few of the stuffs. Okay, so this is one of the main thing which we are looking as in our project as for learning purpose. Okay, so if you take up this project and download and try to customize your program as per your choice, that will be great. Okay, so after this video, some of the previous video which have been done, if you checked it, you know that basic things have been done. Okay, and I will try to include some of the wonderful stuff step by step. Okay, so just ran this project, I mean dashboard. If I just click on any of the links which is required, so this is one of the basic candlestick chart with volume business. So if I just click, it will be open for me. Okay, so I can analyze as per the volume, as per the simple candlestick chart with the price and volume. If I look this, otherwise I can go with like this one as a moving average with RSI with volume with this. Okay, so if I just click this stuff, it will get open to me and I can analyze with my moving average, which is 369, with the volume and with RSI. Okay, so this is how I can get, and if I do few of the changes here, I can get whatever I want. Okay, so as we deal with our HTTP response or say API, exactly we need to deal this thing. So it will be kind of a great learning. It is not like that we just trying to get the fantasy kind of a GUI and we are not understanding. That is not a great part. Okay, what we are doing something so we can have a good practical learning. Okay, so from that we are going. Okay, so I've just included this stuff. So suppose if I have some kind of a analysis with my machine learning models, that also will be included and shared as an URL. Okay, that will be our HTTP response. Okay, so you can try this stuff. I'll just include in my project and the link will be there, so you just see the stuff. Okay, and right now I just show you some of the basic fast API. I have coded this stuff, how I'm getting this candlestick chart. Okay, so let's go with these things. So all you have to do is we should begin with our candlestick chart. That is important, and we try to perform some CRUD operation, which would be like create, read, update, delete. Okay, and which you can follow from the GitHub project as well. Okay, so these are the codes, and try to look our candlestick chart. Okay, so this is customized and interactive. I copy this stuff. Okay, and I will get my ID and I will begin the explanation process, and I will close all this stuff. Okay, and the app, which I think you can't run two apps at a time. Okay, so it's better close this to code this stuff and then run once again. Okay, so some of the basics. So let's get into our ID. Okay, so as you can see, I'm in my ID. I just paste the stuff. Okay, and we just start the coding. So some of the basic stuff is required because we are not storing the chart and calling from the folder. We exactly just store as in like kind of a buffer, or some say like some kind of a cache memory, and then we'll try to get that response. Okay, so it is kind of like that. This will kind of a dynamic. So instead of just getting stored and this, whatever the response will be there, we'll try to get from that one. So that will be great. Now I'll be calling from the request IO, and to run this properly I have to use AGG aggregator kind of a thing. So I'll call this matplotlib, and I think this basic stuff will be enough. And then next I try to code the fast API. So all I have to say from FastAPI. So the FastAPI exact thing I have to call. Okay, and then I have to say about the query in the sense whatever the input I have to give. So I need to query, and for a streaming response will be there. I have to say FastAPI. I can from FastAPI I have to include one more word, that will be import, and same thing we have to call it here. We have to say import, and then we have to say streaming response. Okay, from FastAPI it is dot responses. Okay, so it will be like that, and yes, here it is done. Then I have to say in a simplified manner, I have to call this FastAPI, so I will say in this way. Okay, and the next already certain things are defined. I just have to call up at app.get. Okay, and whatever the URL basic things are there, I just have to say. So it is one of the best thing. I mean, instead of Flask or Django or any kind of a GUI, it is one of the best. So do try. And I've already done a lot of videos related to GUI, especially Tkinter is there, Streamlit is there. Okay, and Flask is there, and Beware is there. Okay, and even Kiwi is there. So that kind of things are there. And even in Candlestick chart, there is already, as we run, whatever the response we get, that is kind of a GUI itself. But if you have to contain in this way, so what we need to do is we need to store a kind of a chart memory. Okay, and we will access, and we don't have to worry about the storage part. Okay, so that's what we are doing here. So if we done these things, then we have to we need to define. So all I have to say is a candlestick chart, so I can straight away tell them as a chart, and I will just include in my this define module, and the responses will be there. I mean especially the input. So I will start with my symbol. Okay, and symbol should be in a string, and it contains a query, where query will be what? A symbol string. Okay, so this is we need to maintain. So three things we will gonna maintain. That will be our symbol, interval, and days. Okay, so only three things is required as of right now to get our basic thing. Okay, so we call the query, and here we'll say as an interval whatever we saw in our Chartbot. I'm going to show you interval, and interval will be I can say as a 15-minute, and this in symbol for starter I can say as a BTC USD. Even I can change the symbol as well. Okay, so explanation and presentation part I've been already done. Please do check out the previous video so you will understand the better. Okay, so I will already explain what kind of a FastAPI and how to run all the stuff. So it is necessary, so do check it out. And the next will be kind of a days, so say days, and it will be the query, and it is an integer. Query will be there, and we can say as days as 1. Okay, so I think we are good here. Everything is getting, so we just try to add the response which we are trying to get. Dot input we have to add, so symbol, okay, and interval, and the next I have been already done here. So yes, and I have to add these bytes. So I have to say bytes of IO. Okay, so in this case what happens, our information will be contained and we can seek this stuff. Okay, and for this I will get this as a save fig equals I have to get a dictionary in which I have to give a name. So file name will be our what buff. So instead of storing, we are just getting from the buffer, and in the end we have to say about the format. So particularly I'm looking for PNG. Okay, so that's what I have to say. And there will be a format of required for bigger size. So that will be 1920 multiplied by 1080. So I'm looking for like that. I have to say 19.2 comma 10.8 because of 100 dpi. Okay, so this thing is done, and then I have to say about the buff. What I have to say, like buff dot seek of 0. Okay, and when I'm making this stuff, I have to define what kind of things I'm relating to. So this will be the buff. Okay, and after this I just have to return. So just say return streaming. Whatever the streaming response is there, I need to call. And here I have to say about the buff, and I have to say about the media underscore type. So that will be kind of a image or PNG. Okay, so I think here from everywhere I'm good. And one more stuff is there, you can call from home, but I think I'm gonna do it straight. So what are the things will be there? So suppose HTTP will be there, is to double slash, and your local host will be there. So this will be localhost is to 8000 port, and slash start with the chart, question mark, scene symbol what we are giving, it is definitely BTC USD, not in a single quote for sure. And then we start with giving different inputs. For interval it will be 15 minute. Okay, so we can prepare this stuff, so we'll get good things as an HTTPS response or REST client response. So we'll get a great information. So you can include all of the stuff in web browser itself, or we can say as in CLI. A lot of these things is required in upcoming projects, so it's better you understand this stuff. Okay, so once I try to run this as of I will run in our UVCon, so that is also required. So I'll show you some of the in CMD as well, but as of right now let's see whether we are not making any kind of a mistake, typing mistake or error or something like that. We'll check that later as well. Okay, so I think we are going good. We just change and giving me the data. I believe everything is good. Let's get to the CMD and I'll show you how to execute or how to do the installation part. Okay, run. So all I have to say UVCon. Okay, and what is our program name, which is this. Okay, and is to I have to say app, and here if I'm not getting an error, I will be able to call that URL. Okay, if it runs and it provides a local host, so we are good to go. So it is perfectly running. Okay, let's see this stuff in the URL, which I just in a comment which I wrote. So I will try to copy this stuff and I will paste it and see. Okay, so here I have, okay, so perfect, we got what we are looking for. And as in simple these things I can show you that I am looking only candlestick chart and even my volume is false. Okay, so this is how you can get. So some of the responses I can get from here, and even some of the things which is already the data exchange API is there, which is helping me out. So I can change and look for what I'm looking. Okay, so whichever I can put and can check it out. Okay, So I must say there is already a GitHub page is there. So just download and try from your side and try to explore what other things are there. Okay. As of right now, thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe. If you have any doubt regarding this video, please do comment below. If you have any other queries or requirements, please do contact me by WhatsApp. Thank you.